to definitely see very soon as we're going into picks and bans. And here we go. Let's see what are the first choices coming through from the teams right now. And it looks like, yeah, Envy is going to get that first protect.
Let's go.
Mantis.
Yeah, I mean, that protect is definitely... No, that's going to be the ban. And then it's going to be responded with a low-key save by Red.
Okay.
So I guess the Mantis factor is really... Yeah, it's out of the window.
Out of the window.
Yeah,
out of the blue.
exactly.
Both teams, Mantis out of here. No Soul Resurgence. It's not happening.
Oh, wow.
Feels bad, Mantis. She didn't dodge. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
But Luna Snow, bit of a protect and ban from Envy. They want the Luna. They want to deny the Luna from Red.
For the side of... I just have to say, right? For the side of Envy, I think they probably want to protect... they'll probably want to save their strategies a little bit more and take out the strategies of the opponents by Rad, because you can look at it yourself right now. The Luna has been protected, and of course Cloak and Dagger has been protected, which means Rad has no access to both players. No access to Luna Snow, no access to Cloak and Dagger, but at least they will have a Loki in the mix, which means they're probably going to rely on Invisible Woman, and that's what we're going to see at the very end. So Liger, playing these two strategies, the difference in the two teams' strategies, do you think that's going to play an important role?
It's definitely going to play an important role. You know, I'm seeing Invisible Woman only, you know, showing up as a protect for Rad right there. Loki, Mantis, Magneto, Human Torch out for Envy. There it is. Okay, Torch across the board gone. Mantis across the board gone as well. No Magneto as well. That is actually very interesting. We're going to see a different Vanguard lineup than what we normally have seen. Cloak and Dagger also showing an appearance. But here we are again. Loading into game, Marvel Rivals 2025 Ignite, playing stage. We're going to see Envy attacking and Rad attacking because we're on domination.
Let's go, Envy versus Rad. Which team is going to strike that first blood right there, right? Yeah, exactly. The team that comes in strong gets that first point. That's going to be the team that builds confidence. The snowball effect's going to play nonetheless. But right now, coming into the position, both teams are just coming in, trying to set themselves up at the best position, trying to make sure that they reach the chokehold point before the other team does. But honestly, it's just going to be a battle of who is going to position themselves better, who's going to get picked off first.
Alrighty, everybody moving on to point. Starting up a battle window in the front line on the
Whoa! The Wolverine, the kidnap, the first kidnap of the game, and that's it. Trust me, has eliminated Window right off the bat. That's going to be a 5v6 right off the start. Envy is going to be playing 5v6, honestly. Rad, honestly, a very, very good start right here, though. But right there, Melio is going to take out Cal, and that's going to be a continuation. Emma's going to be taken out by the Magneto as well. So already off to a very good start, even before the point was actually open.
Ooh. Before the point was open, there you go. Naga, Wolverine, effective with Rad, getting themselves some percentage on the board, nice and early. Rajara close and ever to the Meteor M as well. Emilio and Cal on the Phoenixes. Now, I want to bring attention. Phoenix has been showing so much presence that we've actually not seen Hela as much. I've been, you know, having some chats behind the scenes with my fellow casters, and, you know, we've been noticing Phoenix seems to be the replacement for Hela at the moment. However, I do feel Hela is a comfort pick. We could see Hela down the line, but for now, we are seeing, of course, Envy on the high ground right now, trying to just throw some damage down towards Rad right there. Oh, picking up again, taking them out. There it is right now. Oh, big choke slam right there, putting Naga down. That is going to be collusion on the ammo cost. And the big Mega Hurricane from Sheptree is going to try to do some damage, try to push him back, but it's going to retreat back to their team point. Now, massive Cloak and Dagger hitting the Eternal One right there. And oh my days, the End Song Inferno. Nice and early from Cal right there, just to add a little bit more pressure. The Berserker is out. Naga is trying to find anybody on the hunt. For now, Emilio gets the pick on Cal right there. And there it is. Another clean hold right there from Rad, leading closer and closer to that 75% mark.
Exactly.
Honestly, potentially, you know, maybe even one more defense, they could just take it right here.
Exactly, and not to mention they have 5 ultimates ready to use whenever they want to, right? So it seems like Rad so far has an answer, has a response in whatever Envy wants to pull off. Even though Mega Hurricane was not used to full effect because you could not stay alive enough to sustain. But right now, the Wolverine coming in with a kidnap, trying to get that one character that's in his sight, and you can see all the Meteor
There's a 4K Meteor M from Rajaro!
What a play for eliminations, and Naga following suit with a double elimination as well. Rad Esports, it doesn't seem like there's any answer by Envy. Right now, it's already at the 98, 99%, and they're gonna get it 100% to none.
Unbelievable, 100% to 0.
Right?
The Dunk Master out here. The Quadra KO from Magneto, my goodness!
What
That
a
was
play.
so fast! Frozen Airfield, right there, taken on Hell's Heaven. Then we're going to the Eldritch Monument. My goodness, that is momentum from Rad.
I know the LeBron dunk onto all four of them.
Woo!
It's like, what is going on? It was too fast to process by Team Envy. But you know what? It is still just the first half of the first round. So right now, Envy definitely still has a chance to make things work out, but right now they have to realize the problem lies on the fact that Red Esports, they gotta watch out for that Naga Wolverine because
Yeah.
that kidnap was huge. And then I don't know, the Meteor M by Magneto, they're probably gonna watch out the positioning a little bit more right there.
Yeah, I definitely see that happening. You know, Envy right now trying to decide their Vanguard lineup. It looks like they're going for dive.
Oh, the
Oh.
Jeff? Is that gonna be a Jeff full gas forward? Oh no, okay. Just for the bubble.
Okay. So we got Window on the Venom. Okay, Kalush on the Cap. That's dive Vanguard lineup right now. They're going to be right in the back line for Rad right there. It's going to be exciting to see. Of course, we've got Nero running Lunar Snow. Cal on the Star-Lord. Going to be good sustain. Good aerial control as well. Month is there as well on the Cloaking Dagger. You can see Septri as well on the Star-Lord.
Oh
Cal
my god.
in a bit of a fight with the Wolverine on the sidelines by Naga. Milio on the Punisher, hoping to get some pump action gameplay. Bit of a Loki rune right now, set down by Crook just to keep him nice and sustained.
Yeah, God
Septri
of
on the
Mischief.
side.
Yeah, God of Mischief ready to use as well, but not right now. Shift 3 as well as Cal. They're just trying to deal as much damage as possible, but the fate of both worlds is going to be utilized by the God of Mischief, by level 1 Crook, and that's going to help them sustain and get that first point unlocked in favor of Rad Esports. Meanwhile, Envy though, trying to find that opening. Melio is going to find Cal instead, and Melio continuing to try and find more casualties on the opponent's side. But as of now, they are fighting under the cover of the strategist support ultimates. None has fallen right yet, but the back lines is gonna be in barrage. The dance of the butterfly coming in, just trying to kill. Naga already taken out Month. Unfortunately, Rad Esports continuing the assault onto Envy, Liger.
There it is right there. Oh, Meteor aim
Okay.
online for Rajara. Are we going to see it again? Is he going to take to the skies? He's going to become a Dunk Master
Whoa.
once again. Let's charge it up and will it land
The
down?
dunk.
Waiting for the Lunar Star. Oh, not enough damage. Should have fate of both worlds right there. Nero survives. Milio on the front lines. We're seeing the Sonic Surgeons right there. Sonic Seduction from Just Me right there.
I
That
know.
is going to set them up right there. Sheptree with a double KO on the back line right there.
Ah.
Taking out Milio to clean them up right there. That's the way you want to see it. Kaluj in the back, taking out Trust Me. And we're going to see Naga in the front lines, trying to shred down those Vanguards. And Wolverine's going to be taken down by Cal on the Star-Lord, holding it down. Looks like we see a final capture from Envy, and we're gonna get to see some percentage on the board for Envy right now.
Yeah, could this be the beginning of a comeback by Envy? Because right now, like what you pointed out, that one team fight that has won in favor of Envy, that's going to start things off. Hopefully, Rad Esports will be able to come back and fight, contest for that point as soon as possible. But they still have plenty of time, Liger.
There is so much time on the board. I've even played some very desperate times on this map. I'll tell you what,
I
we'll
know.
fight down to 99 to 99, and we're going to hold a dime, because that's how we do it here in Marvel Rivals Ignite. We're not going to give up till the end. And speaking of not giving up, that's right, the judge, the jury, the executioner. Emilio is out here shredding him up, trying to get the venom. Big piece of the abyss, just going to chug him down just a little bit, just give him a bit more sustain, but it's not going to be enough. Trust me, takes them out with a tree trunk right there.
Yeah.
Dance with the butterfly takes its first step. We're going to see Sheptree try to hit it down. Visible boundary coming out from Fate right there. Going to keep him sustained, keep him healthy, keep him nice and ready for the next stage of the fight. Rajaro getting a double, taking out Monty Kaluj right there, turning the tires. Wolverine's trying to get some slashes, trying to get some dashes, trying to make it happen. Rajaro, Magneto again, present with a double KO. My goodness, Rajaro and that. Oh my days, that's Magneto.
That's a triple KO. That's a triple eliminations by Magneto. Rajaro is a beast on that Magneto, and it doesn't seem like Envy could find any answer to what Rad Esports is pulling off their head, because right now they are very much on their way to the 99% point.
Oh yeah, here we go, 81% and climbing,
Okay.
closer than ever to 90%. There we go. I want to talk a little bit about the fact that Tono Bond is ready from Month. Naga
Okay.
does have Last Stand, of course, as well. Ready to go, ready to dash and crash as the Wolverine tries to slash. That's what's going to happen next. But Captain America in the front lines, Kalush, Captain Kalush trying to make it happen, trying to get through, trying to get some pressure.
Okay.
We're going to see a lot of the action ramping up. Oh! Trust me, taken down by Sheptree on the silo, putting in the work. Runes are going to get shut down by the insane Window Venom right there. We're going to be going straight for the Phoenix, straight for the Melia right there. Overtime is ticking over. Rad's going to try to make it happen. And there it is. Another big Sheptree taking out Rajara. Naga taking out Window in return. Cal gets a pick as well. We're going to see him go down to overtime. And it's out because Envy retake it and get their percentage back up and climbing. And we're going to have to see how Rad try to turn the tides and get themselves this, recapture, because right now Envy's holding it down and they've got more ultimates online. They've also got the Dance of the Butterfly and, of course, the Fate of Both Worlds. The question is, Rads, trust me, okay, they're going to have a Strangling Prison. You can group them up. What can you combine with that? That Wolverine right there. It's going to be vicious.
Exactly, and that's why they're saving it up. And even Melio has the ultimate built up as well on the Phoenix. Just one more percent, that's going to be 5 ultimates. The next team fight is pretty much going to solidify who's going to take that point. But right now, they're just gauging each other, just getting into position, trying to make sure, oh my god, everything's being thrown up. The Meteor M, who's going to get thrashed right there? All support ultimates are going to be going down. Removing the shield is the Phoenix Storm. And now, the Fate of Both Worlds coming in, the Dance Off coming in. My goodness, Naga's just slashing left and right. No one's falling just yet. It's already overtime. Right now, Eternal Bonds to keep everyone alive on the side of Envy. But right now, the kidnap's gonna happen onto the side of Envy. And it seems like, wait a minute, Envy is gonna clear shop. Red is going down 1 by 1, and they're gonna take that game.
Envy woke up right here, taken Eldritch Monument from Hell's Heaven right now, and we are going to the Decider, the Super Soldier Factory, which means we get to see some lava.
Exactly, but seriously, Envy finally deciding, like, yeah, we had about enough in the first half. We're gonna go super crazy in the second game, and they just woke up with the Captain America coming in, and of course the die by the Venom as well. It just all comes together at the very last team fight. And I just felt like they just got them off really, really well. They just picked them off really, really well.
Honestly, I'll say Kaluja's Captain America, absolutely stellar performance right there. Holding it down, keeping sustained, tanking through. Of course, that massive Meteor M from Majara. It didn't get the value they needed. I will say there was an Endsong Inferno in there as well, just chugging through the damage. But we saw not just the fate of both worlds, we saw the fate of all 4 worlds there, when both of them got down to the dance floor. All right, it wasn't just Sarlacc taking the first step. Linda was getting down to jam. And honestly, I think at one point, the Venom started dancing and boogieing as well.
Oh my god, yeah.
Why not?
Celebrate, right? It's a cause for celebration, but it is still 1-1, and the next team that wins is going to take that first series. But now, trust me, it's going to be the first casualty of the game almost immediately. Envy has gotten their first elimination of the game. It's going to be 5v6. The point isn't even unlocked for the next 5 seconds, but the team fight is going to start preemptively before the point is unlocked, just to get that position. But right now, Naga trying to snipe that backline, but no, he's going to get caught out by the sidelock by Shibdri. Shibdri just doing so much damage at the backlines. Look at him, he's just aiming, making the life of the backline so hellish right there. And 5v6 while Naga is trying to come back to the game itself. But right now, it seems like Envy is getting a little point, but the Meteor M coming in. Will he be able to dunk anyone at all? Fate of Both Worlds just trying to keep up with the piece of the window. Double elimination coming in, but Melio responds with a casualty of his own. But Envy is gonna clear another one, another 2 eliminations, and that's the Phoenix power coming in.
There it is, representing the season's theme, the Phoenix and the Symbiotes right there, putting in the combinations right there, both getting that double KO each right there from Cal and Window, putting in the work right there. But Rad, they're coming back from spawn. They're going to switch it up a little bit. They got Fate on to Storm. That's what we like to see. Represent. We're going to see Kaluj has the Eye of Agamotto already. Sheptree ready to take that first step with the Dance of the Butterfly. Cal, Unsung Inferno is also online. Trying to get an angle right now. Window just scouting for now, as a Venom does. Hanging on the sky right. They're going to retreat to their team for now as they get spotted out. But Rad's moving through the gap right now, and looks like we're going to see some marks. Starting off from Cal, taking some shots. 1-2, hit him through. That's how you're going to do it when you're playing Phoenix on the sidelines. Off angles is everything here when you play Phoenix. Neela, I tell you that honestly, I cannot wait to see how this works. But looks like Rad's almost about to capture. But the mission right there, because Venom goes in, and there it is. Loki's trying to set up. We see a copy.
Oh, that was so close, but just escaping by the battlefield. But now the action continues. The Fate of Wolf coming in to sustain the entire battlefield. But now, right now, that diving strike coming in. The Phoenix coming in, Fiery, no damage, but the Psylocke at the back line is taking out two of them. Trust Me responds with 1k and Rajaro as well, 1 elimination, but everyone just trading blows after casualties as well. And looks like Naga's gonna be that person to get that next elim. Just the shred coming in is so deadly, but fortunately, Envy able to shut them down. That action still continues. Window just trying to gauge what's going on in the battlefield, just trying to set himself up in the most ideal formation, ideal position, just to dive strike and just send everyone flying to the air. But you know what, Red, they still have time. They still have time to regroup and come back and just push this point. They have one more team fight left, Liger.
One more team fight left for Envy to take the entire map. Oh, okay, bit of a kidnap coming out from the Wolverine. Oh, Kalush taken down by Rajaro. Hits the Sonic Seduction just hard and pushed them away. Trying to make it have Emilio on the higher ground, trying to get some picks as well. Sonic Seduction still active right now. Beast of the Abyss as well goes off. We're going to see some Venom action overtime sticking out for the blue squad right there. Envy taking it down. A Fate of both worlds met with the invisible boundary right there from Fate. And we're going to see Venom try to crash, trying to make something happen. And Song Inferno is online. The marks are set. It's looking fiery right now. Take it to the skies. Will we see a massive Inferno? The Lucky Lamps are there. The Dance of the Butterfly takes its first step right there. Sheptree trying to get some picks. There we go, Naga during the final stand does take out Kalush. Sheptree getting Naga. Nero getting Trust Me out there. And there it is with the power, the presence. Sheptree trying to take down an Emma now. This is a tough matchup, but Emma's holding it down, getting sustained, but it's not enough. And Nero gets that final clap, taking them down. Marks are on window right now. Overtime is ticking out. Envy still have 99%. Red need to show every sign of life. And there it is, a portal to try and contest from Naga.
Naga trying to contest that point. This is the final stand by them. They're just trying to push them out, but unfortunately Envy's sustain is just too huge. Eternal Bond's gonna be used to sustain, but right now Doctor Strange is dangerously low. Naga's being pushed back, and they're gonna take out 3 teammates of Rad Esports, solidifying the first game. First game goes to Envy right there.
There it is, Envy.
Oh my god, that was such an intense game, like
that was close, honestly. You know, it went one way at the start there, and then Envy, you know, they pumped the brakes and said, nope, hit the U-turn. We need to win this. Let's get back in it. And they made their momentum happen, and they got through it.
Exactly, and this is what we're afraid of, right? Especially Rad Esports as well. They're like, okay, we just want to keep our momentum going in. We won the first half, but all of a sudden, point number 2, point number 3, they're the ones that got the better. Envy got the better hand out of the exchange, right?
Yeah,
in the very end.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely a massive turn. Look at that. Look at the stats on like just the numbers they were putting up. We're talking, you know, Sheptree MVP, honestly deserved. Wouldn't see it any other way. The Sarlacc was taking a dance every time that they saw the chance, and they made sure to get pick after pick right there. So much damage. We're talking about 26k numbers in such a short domination map. That's massive.
Exactly. And honestly, if you want to compare the score as well, I feel like the final hits were pretty much even. I felt like both teams were already, the crossfires was pretty even, but the difference that was made by Kalush, Window, that was just absolutely insane, because the Venom just dive striking the backlines every single time, forcing out the Loki Lantern, and when they force out the utility skills to be used off, the cooldown time is so long, and then they don't have anything to respond to the next course of action by Envy's assault.
That's true.
So yeah, I guess the name of the game is just to force out these utility spells, force out these support spells, and then when they have that, when it's the duration's over, that's it, Envy just capitalizes.
That's it. Honestly, of course, one of those team fights there, you know, we saw everybody, maybe about 7 ultimates be thrown into one team fight. You had 2 Fate of both worlds, you had an insane invisible boundary and Song Inferno, the Feast of the Abyss. So many ultimates were being poured in, and then, you know, still led to an overtime fight nonetheless. So you got to be careful how you use those ultimates. Try to bait out ultimates at the same time as utilizing yours at the highest efficiency that you possibly can. But that's how we see it for now, you know. We'll see how it is. You know, as we know, of course, you know, every takedown one, what does that mean for Rad there? Rad gets to decide the next map. So, what we learned from this, okay? Envy, we learned versus Gen G, right? They didn't get to pick map because they also won their first round. What did that mean? That they were going to be at a disadvantage. They didn't get to choose the map.
Yep.
So let's see if Rad are going to make the same decision and actually pick a map that does benefit Envy. Let's hope they don't for their own sake.
I don't think they will.
Let's think it through. Let's think it through.
Let's think it through. Yeah, exactly. But for their sake, I hope that they don't be stubborn or silly and just go with Yggdrasil, because Gen G did that. It's like they're picking the best map for Envy, and they just go, well, we'll take
Yeah,
it.
that's true.
We'll take it, right? It's a freebie. We'll take it, and they capitalize on that map as well, Yggdrasil. So, I don't think Rat Esports will probably do the same thing as what happened in the first 2 matches. But honestly, it was very close, neck and neck performance trade-offs. It just all comes down to that very small details at the very end. The Vanguards were just rushing the backlines. They were just a little bit better in forcing
Yeah,
the support utility spells out of Rad Esports. And coming in, I hope Rad Esports, they'll be able to figure out what's going on. Hopefully they'll be able to reset and just come back in game number 2, because honestly,
Yeah.
we've seen a lot of comebacks coming in, right?
Yeah, and you know the beautiful thing is you can talk to your team directly right here at a LAN event.
I know,
That's right.
it's like, what's going
in
on?
person, you know. Hey,
I'm just kidding. No violence, please.
no, no, no.
What's going on?
Pat on the back, you know, constructive feedback to
Yeah.
everybody, you know. Work out what can we do better, how can we approach this. That's what Rad's thinking right now. We can literally see them right behind us,
Yeah,
all the action
I
as
know.
their teams are going for it, you know.
Yeah.
Of course, Envy, you know, feeling confident coming with a win right now. Get the winner's momentum locked for them right now. That's exactly how you want to play Marvel Rivals. The momentum is everything. Honestly, very commonly, you know, 2-0s, 3-0s can happen. But
True.
we don't want that. We
Yeah.
don't want tiebreakers. Come on, we want to have some fun. We want a
Yeah.
competitive series. We're here for the best of the best.
Exactly.
I didn't sign up for a sweep. If I did that, I'd grab a broom. I came for some action, okay? So
Good
now
one,
what I
good
want to
one.
see coming forward, you know, we're going to see something special from Rojaro, I think. I think what happened there, Rojaro dunked too hard.
He dunked too hard.
Rojaro dunked
He
too
broke
hard.
the rim.
Yeah, look, listen. Emmy's
Disqualified.
like,
Broke the rim.
Emmy's like, okay, we don't want that to happen again. Let's lock in, which is what they did, and they made it happen. You know, got to give big love, of course, to Window. A lot of pressure on the Venom. Did so much there to just disrupt, just absolutely disrupt all of the momentum Brad had.
It's really annoying when you have a Venom just freely dive striking your back lines, just forcing out the spells being used, and then just easily swing out. So, and couple that with the Captain America, which is supposedly the top Vanguard ban, aside from Emma, aside from Magneto. Captain America
about
is
Thing?
just so used.
Did they ban Thing?
Not really, but
Can
if you
someone
play
play
against
the Thing for me, please?
someone play the Thing, please.
I'd like to see Ben Grimm.
Yeah, play the Thing, play the Torch, but although I suspect that Torch will be banned a lot as well,
Can we
especially
see
in the
that
second
team
game.
up? Can we see that team up?
I hope we can.
would
Ship
love
wants to see that team up.
Oh, listen, we all want to see
We
the
all wanna
fantastic
see that
team up
team
between the
up,
Human
yeah.
Torch and the Thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's a great combo. I played
It
it
is.
myself. I
It
played
is.
with a
Yeah.
random solo queue friend, and they
alright.
threw me into the enemy. I did not survive.
Oh, you did not survive.
But it was
so
still
you were
fun.
the sacrifice.
It was still fun.
You were the fiery little sacrifice.
I was the rock.
You were the rock. But honestly, I would love to see it. I think everyone at home would probably love to see it as well. Unfortunately, Torch is a pretty highly viable ban, especially when it comes to this map, especially in Convergence, especially when you go into Convoy. Second game, you almost always see Torch being banned, because right now, in a lot of the teams, Torch is the top flyer duelist right there. So I don't know. I hope that they let out a Torch save. Although I don't think they're gonna save it first.
That'd be interesting. If Torch does make it through the ban phase, things could change, could take to the skies. A lot of that gameplay is very grounded. You know, Venom was crashing down. Venom was high up, but Venom mostly crashed down. Captain America diving down.
Yeah.
Psylocke playing low. You know,
Yeah.
Wolverine maybe did fly up a couple times. Most of the time, you know, it's boxed in, especially with Hydra Charter Space. You're boxed in. A lot of the action is just like, you're just grouping up, you know. What does that benefit? There's some picks out there that I don't know if these teams are experimenting with. Mr. Fantastic is a good choice sometimes.
It is, it
Bit of
is.
Moon Knight, you know. Punisher we did see.
I know you love Moonlight.
I had to sneak it in once.
Yeah, Moonlight main right there.
Listen, I would love to see the Moon,
The Moon.
here in Marvel Rivals Ignite today in the
Alright,
mid-season
alright.
finals. I would love to see the Moon and Khonshu just drop some hands down on somebody. That would be exciting. But I want these teams to play their comfort picks, the picks they've been practicing with, the picks that their coaches have asked of them,
Alright.
and don't cater to me. I'm silly.
Yeah. No,
But-
they're probably gonna hear you, and they're
Yeah.
probably gonna be like, yeah, you know what? Let's go with Moon Knight. It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
play Moon Knight.
Yeah. Couple that with a strangling prison by Groot. Maybe that's
Ooh.
gonna be
You
a sick
know,
combo.
you know,
right?
you're calling out some Ground Zero strategies. I'll
Oh
tell
my
you
God,
that. No
oh my God,
spoilers for now.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that. But one thing we might be able to see is probably Rad Esports Jeff,
Oh,
right? Because that
Yes,
has made a
yes.
lot of impact. Fate on Jeff was a menace. I just feel like the threat of having a Jeff swallow the entire team up that's holding on to the point, that's always going to be something scary.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't have your utility spells up, your support utility spells, or your shield in time. that's going to be a really,
yeah.
really peekaboo situation.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, well, there we go. Oh, just a little bit of a recap from Hellzeven, of course. Look at Fate's healing, 32,000. And that is exciting to see. So much healing coming from Fate right there. Emilio as well, 12k, sorry, 25k damage, but so much blocked as well. Phoenix, honestly, it's very exciting to see Phoenix, just putting in so much power, especially in Marvel Rivals Ignite. New to the game, soon, not to be the new one because Blade's around the corner as well. How exciting is that? But of course, I want to give a bit of recognition to Sheptree. The insane duels from Envy right there on the Psylocke, 26k damage, putting in the work as well. Final hits, 11! Double-digit final hits, and who matches that? Rajaro from Rad right there on the Emma right there, putting in the work. The Vanguard, 90k damage and 33k block. I expect nothing less from Rajaro. Now, a lot of those numbers came from Magneto as well, but, MVP Sheptree, as we see,
Very well deserved, right? Very well
100%,
deserved.
100%.
Yeah. And the fact of the matter is Shibri was having such a good time as well because the front line was in chaos. They broke the formation with the help of Venom, with the help of Captain America. They broke the formation of Rats, especially when they're trying to hold on to the point. And Shibri was just finding angles to just keep shooting at them with the perfect moment when the utility spells are down, just goes in with the dance of the butterfly. Now here's the replay. You can just see like Omega Hurricane being used by Shibri in that first game. However, he was pretty much just running away with Omega Hurricane coming in. And Naga was pretty much a menace with the Wolverine in the spot.
Oh yeah, a lot of power right there. Oh, there it is again.
Woo! What?
Jara.
That dunk. 4
Quadra.
elimination dunk.
It's absolutely beautiful to see a dunk like that. Sheptree with the double KO as well in the background. But, Kao getting chased around by the Wolverine, but holding it down, Calmness against the Wolverine is definitely the approach to have,
True.
Keeping it cool, keeping it collected. That's a Star-Lord would. That is the Galactic Legend way. Now, of course, you're going to give the attention back to Sheptree again, putting in the work. Emilio gets picked off there in one of those replays as well. But, as you can see, a lot of pressure, a lot of power. Invisible boundaries were up in a lot of these fights. You got to give respect to Fate, always keeping the team sustained. And of course, Nero as well with the Fate of both worlds, with the Luna, putting in the work, sustaining him too. just allow that entrance. Oh, again. The Ensong Inferno is such a beautiful, beautiful ultimate to see in action. Honestly, it attracts everyone's attention. Everybody looks up.
It does.
And if you're not looking up, what are you looking down at? A Wolverine right in your face, I'll tell you that.
For sure, for sure. And honestly, Red actually had the right idea. They have the combo, right? They have the team up, which is the Phoenix and the Wolverine, right? So honestly, that would have been a really, really good combo coming in. But right now, Envy did have the upper hand coming in.
Yeah.
And after losing the first game against Rad Esports, they just came back hard in the second and third. And honestly, Rad Esports, well, they have this little short moment to recuperate, just to reset, and just to think, like, right.
Stretch out a bit,
Yeah,
just stretch out a bit.
Just
Focus up.
just get the first game. It's
That's it,
fine.
that's it,
We're,
it's
we're
all
still
good.
not out of it. But they have to be really careful though, because if Envy, if you allow it, if you even let out a little bit, Envy's just gonna take it and run away with it.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. Okay. Well,
So-
you don't want to run away with it, I'll tell you that right now. I
Yeah.
think, Rad, you need to show signs of life right now if you want to keep your hopes and dreams alive in Marvel Rivals Ignite. Look, yeah, if they don't make it, they could go to lower bracket, but do you want it? You
Yeah.
don't want it. You want
Yeah.
to keep it going.
But ultimately, here's what I think, right? Okay, let's just talk about the map first, and then we'll continue from there.
That's true,
Yeah.
that's true. We got
So Rad is gonna be the one choosing the map.
Ooh, okay. Hall of Jalia is going to be a beautiful map. Of course, the Wakandan Galactic Empire.
Let's go.
Beautiful map, amazing purple, regal, gold, royal
Yeah.
designs. It is the best. Honestly, I'm going to say it's one of the best designed entire themes
Visually.
in Marvel Rivals. It's absolutely beautiful. I love Hall of Jalia every time that we get to see it. So, one thing is, well, we get to see a Black Panther.
We're rooting for it. I think
Yeah.
I'm rooting for it, right? Especially when it comes to this map. I mean,
Of course, yeah.
yeah, this just the dash. Like the strategist been like, oh wait, what's just went by? Like
Best of wind.
yeah. I think something tickled me. Wait, no, it's not a tickle.
Oh,
Wait.
oh, I'm back in spawn.
Oh my god. Yeah, that could happen, especially right. But they do spot they definitely has the capacity to play this kind of lineup in this game, especially since it's. I don't know, from past experience, we have seen a lot of teams that were very, very sturdy. They just held their ground. And the first spawn, I think honestly, the first spawn could be a really, really hard choke point, a really, really hard point to get by, simply because you could run a Punisher there, you could run a Loki, or even, just make sure to pocket those flyers up there, and it could be, it could take a lot of time before they can break through.
No, that's
into the
true.
defense.
That's true. You know, defense needs to be held down. How are you going to defend? Or are you just going to go full offense? That's always an option too.
Yeah.
Dive compositions, brawl, rush, different things can be a factor here today. You know, could we see some, you know, I've seen some teams, I've heard some teams running some triple action.
Yeah.
No duelists, just triple Vanguard, triple strategist.
Oh
Could be
yeah,
excited to see
we've seen
that.
that before. Just to
know?
rotate the cooldowns faster.
Maybe a
right?
bit of 4-2-1. I feel sorry for who's the one.
well, I'm
Wait, that doesn't make
the
sense.
one
Right,
that
3-2-1.
dies.
3-2-1.
3-2-1.
3-2-1.
4-2-1. The extra one's the coach.
The coach, yeah,
The coach,
the
yeah.
coach is
In
the one.
spirit, in
The
spirit.
coach is the one.
The Phoenix.
There are teams out there who run 2 strategists, 4 duelists.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
and they're 4 dive duelists. You got a Magic, you got a Spider-Man, you got nonsense. I don't know.
I got you. But
Hopefully, not
yeah.
here in Marvel Rivals Ignite. We like to see the best of all roles here
Yeah.
in Marvel Rivals.
But ultimately, you know what I think? Before the map picks happened, right?
Yeah.
I was just thinking, you know, at the end of the day, yes, it would be super good if you could get one up over the other team. But honestly, realistically, all the teams here are really, really good. And the minimum requirement is just to get 2, just to get to the final 2, and you'll
Okay.
be able to play tomorrow in the play-ins, right?
Ooh.
So honestly, it doesn't matter if between Rat and Envy, because ultimately they just need to win against the ones that they knocked out in the first place, which are waiting for them in the lower brackets.
That's true.
Yeah. So it's not like there's only one team that's going to go through. There's going to be 2 teams. So honestly, if they just got to establish who is that top 2 team, and I feel like Red and Envy, they probably have an inkling of like, yeah, if either one of us ends up in the lower bracket, we reckon we could handle it in a way. You think?
Well, look, you are right, but it's risky.
It is.
It's risky. You want to get that
It is.
guaranteed victory. You want to feel comfortable when you sleep tonight, knowing, all right, I'm in the top 8 comfortably. I didn't struggle to get here, and I'll be able to take on those top 6 any day of the week. Because why? Because they've warmed up. And you know what else they've done that the other top 6 haven't done? They've
Yeah.
warmed up on this beautiful stage.
Exactly.
They are here. You know, of course, you know, like some of these teams, you've got some young individuals out there, you know, first time on a stage. How must that feel? To play on a stage for the first time, it's got to add to you. It's got to, you know, a bit of nerves, you know, you got to get used to the stage, you know. You're going to, of course, bring your favorite peripherals, of course, you know, your signature headphones, your mice, your keyboard, all of the above. But, you know, the chair might be different. The table might be different.
It might
I know
be.
some people who play on picnic tables.
I know what you mean,
Yep.
right? Peripherals can be, the equipments can be a factor as well, but honestly, ultimately, it really does come to how comfortable they are playing as a team, and if we were being real here,
Yep.
a lot of teams that are saying that, hey, we're just here to just have fun, just here to just do our thing. They actually achieved a lot better results than most teams
Yeah.
that are like, oh my god, we're stressing so much
Oh,
over
yeah.
every single game they play. So who knows? Some teams work really well under pressure, while others can be like, yeah, we're just gonna do our best. And I feel like that's the vibe that they're giving. Like,
Oh,
hey,
100%.
we're confident.
100%. You want to have a good vibe. You want to go into this with a nice team morale. Team morale is everything. I know some teams out there, they have, you know, these what we call them, you know, coaches that are like sort of part of the team, not necessarily just for the VOD reviews, just for the strict, you know, feedback moments. Sometimes they're there to just be like, hey, are you doing all right? And that's the most important thing
I know.
about team esports
I know.
is actually being a team, a family, most
A
importantly.
family, I like that.
That's how
I
it
like
is.
that. And honestly, you know, you can have squabbles and stuff like that. I know that there are a few teams that has their own personal story
Oh, yeah.
about their scrims as well. But ultimately, how they come back, that's gonna matter the most. But right now, let's just have a little bit of talk about what you think might happen in the ban picks phase, because last game, both teams decided to ban Mantis first. You think that's gonna happen again this time?
Oh, you know what? Mantis out of the picture could be an option for
Mhm.
these teams right now. You know, I don't think Loki will survive through the ban phase either. You know, I will say though, a lot of the times these strategists aren't getting shut down and out very early. You know, people aren't too afraid of these duelist picks that could be signature picks, maybe even specialists on teams. You know, are we gonna let Psylocke through again? That's another question.
That's true.
I want to see.
I
if
do
they're
not
willing to
want to
answer.
see. I want to see them ban Adam Warlock.
Oh, that
Because this Guardian Revival team up is going to be a problem, right? It's going to be a problem for them. Torch definitely needs to be taken out because this is obviously the best map, right? Like the best duelist flyer duelist in this map. So I reckon we might see that. But Liger, look,
Oh, here
the
we go.
Oracle Liger, Loki being banned by Envy.
There we
And
go.
Rad Esports not banning Mantis.
There are too many strategists
banning
on my
Luna.
screen, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Too many strategists, but it's okay. We'll see
Okay,
how it is. Well,
good,
yeah,
good,
yeah,
good.
you called it. Adam's at it, he too.
Oh, let's go. Adam Warlock. He's like, yeah, you can have Mantis, but we're not going to allow you to have Adam Warlock. That's the right idea. That's how it's supposed to be.
Oh,
and
yeah.
both team responds with a double ban of Torch. That's also a really, that's how it's meant to be, right? But right now, saving Cloak and Dagger, that's Envy right now. Rad gonna be keeping, they're gonna be banning Venom, because that's the Kaluge and Window factor, right? Window was a
they've
menace
lost.
on
You know,
Venom.
there's still Captain America's still available, but you know, not having the Venom maybe not worth running Cap as well. Maybe switching to a bit of a backline Vanguard lineup, maybe your Emma, maybe your Magneto combination. You know, but you know who's not going to be burning it up? Human Torch, both teams banned out, and Psylocke is protected by Rad. Yep, I did expect that. I feel like it's a comfort pick. I feel like it's getting a lot of value so far. So we're going to definitely see that coming forward from Rad, of course.
Yeah, I think Naga is just very comfortable with playing Psylocke, right? Especially in this map, it's really good, especially just to get that flank coming in from the back lines. It really is very, very good. And of course, with the Luna picks, you can probably expect a little bit of Magneto, Meteor M
okay.
coming in, but honestly, the map is really big. The terrain as well is definitely going to be in the factor, right, that allows them to hide behind cover. So maybe they think, yeah, this is the correct targeted ban we're going to have. But you know what? There's always another thing to ban. It's never enough bans,
Never.
right?
Never enough bans, I'll tell you that.
I think they'll ban Jet too if they want to, if
Listen,
they really can.
You can ban them all, just please don't ban the 3 heroes I play.
Just ban the players. Even
You know,
better.
don't ban me, I want to play.
Oh, okay, ban Liger.
But you know what I don't want to ban? This map is beautiful. Hall of Jolly
is.
is a beautiful time. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. We are already into the action right now. You'll see some peaks coming forward of KNV. Kalush on the Emma right now. Month on the Mantis. Cal taking to the skies on Ultron. Window on the Magneto. Nero representing Cloak and Dagger, and Shepchu, of course, on the Psylocke with Rad representing Venom. Trust me, out here doing it up. Fate, Cloak and Dagger. Naga back on the Star-Lord. Rajara on the Magneto. We know Mio putting up the Psylocke as well, and level 1 Crook hit on the Luna. That is a fun lineup.
Oh my goodness, the first casualty almost just getting sniped out by Naga Star-Lord. My goodness, Cal was like, what just happened? Kalush is gonna respond and take out Star-Lord in the process, but Rajaro responding with taking out Mantis, Window taking out Fate. The back and forth coming in, it's okay. Liger, it's only 3 minutes in. They're just testing the waters, just trying to take out one after the other. It's just like a game of checkers, right?
Oh,
just,
yeah.
you take out one, I'll take out one.
Listen, we're playing chess, we're playing checkers, we're actually playing Marvel Rivals here today because there we go, Emilio on the Psylocke trying to make it happen. But the Cloak and Dagger,
crazy.
it's on the board, dropping from Nero right there. Getting a KO, Shepchu getting a double KO, taking out Meteor, and level 1 Crook right there, gonna go chase down on Fate. We're gonna see Window clean Vajara out of there, the Magneto v Magneto action right there. We're gonna see NV retreat right now, not gonna get too greedy against Rad right now. You know, this map, as we know, has that massive, long path right there. You wanna be careful, you wanna play it to your advantage. You've got, of course, Cal in disguise on Ultron, putting in the work, putting in the distance, keeping Rad on the back foot, but Rad are rotating around. And what better way to rotate than a Venom swinging in?
Yeah, swinging in, the dive strike, just bringing them, tilting them, inverting just bringing them up in the air. Naga's trying to just build damage. Oh no, Cal's gonna be taken out. Shivdri is gonna go next, and it seems like Rad has already taken out 2. That's gonna be a 4v6 in response. All ultimates gonna be used up. Level 1 Crook is gonna be using up Fate, or we'll just keep the whole team alive. But Naga, the double elimination on to Team Envy, and it seems like they might be able to unlock this point, certainly.
Oh my goodness, look at those ultimates online for Red right now going in, even after capturing, still only using Fate of Both Worlds just to secure that. Of course now, you know, they're going to start pushing that Panther straight to the throne room. That is their goal here today. Destroying some terrain nice and early as well, trying to get to the high ground, trying to get an opening. Venom already crawling around on the high ground, trying to scout around, trying to get a bit of information. That's what you expect from Trust Me on the Venom and Symbiote. Shenanigans are in effect right now.
Oh, Venom!
Bit of a dive from the Venom. He met with the Soul Resurgence from Monk. Magneto Meteor M from Window is going to be charged up for now. It's not going to crash down on anyone just yet, but it's going to absorb some of the damage. Right there. Oh, Sonic Seduction coming out from Kalush on the Emma right there. Just enough for Cal to get taken out by Naga right there. And of course, Eternal Bond is dropping from both Cloak and daggers right there, putting it down, giving both teams sustain, but it's not enough. Rajaro, Meteor M on Nero right there. Milio getting a pick on then Rajaro taking our window. Milio right there, doing the work, and Naga in the skies.
Seems like
Taking a
Rad
double.
has woke up. He's like, yeah, we're ready on the offense. We're just going to go hard and strong. It doesn't really matter anymore. We're just going to go in, dive hard, starting with Trust Me, and then responding with a Naga and Melio on the Star-Lord and Psylocke just dealing damage at the back lines. And honestly, it's showing results right now, but this is a very important point that NV can defend again. So with still plenty of time, 3 minutes, they can definitely do it if they want to. But no, Naga has been taken out by Cal, the Winter Soldier, and then uppercut going up. Shidri is gonna finish it off. Trust Me going down, and Shidri, Month taking out Rajaro as well. Envy responding, saying, hey, you know what? We're gonna hold this point like our life depends on it. Doesn't matter. We are going to stand steadfast right here.
Ooh, hold it down, standing strong. That's the way you like to see it right now. Just stopping that momentum coming from Red right there. Envy gonna show signs of pressure. Cal online with the Kraken impact. I love to see it go again and again. That would be good to see. Naga on the high ground on the stairs, trying to make some action happen, trying to make some damage happen.
Oh, that's a butterfly coming
Dance
in,
with the butterfly. Oh, there it is. The first step has been taken by Shepji right there. It's not going to be enough to get the damage out that they want, but the fate of both worlds is going to be met from level 1 Crook into the Loki runes. Venom's in the skies, trying to make it happen. We're going to see the action coming from the Star-Lord. Naga makes it happen with their ultimate ready and online. Are we going to see the Galactic Legend do what they do best and show them how they write the stories of the ages in the galaxy?
Kraken
When they're taking out Rajaro! No!
Let's go!
Milio! Kraken
Keep it
impact
alive, keep it
resets,
alive.
could be online, and it's probably going to time out now. Unlucky for Cal, but Venom's going to be there trying to get out. Trust Me, making it happen, put it into work. Sheptree pushing back the rest of Rad as well. Envy again holding it down, a good defense. What did we see from these teams right there? Rad did use the Fate of Both Worlds. I believe the Feast of the Abyss was early on, you know, but they still have, of course, you know, Duelist Ultimates online. Envy, however, did use the Strangling Prison, did use the Dance of the Butterfly, a bit of Kraken impact, and of course, a bit of Loki sustain as well was utilized. 4 ultimates utilized to hold that defense. Let's see if they can hold it again.
Yeah, that's what exactly they're trying to do. Rad Esports just trying to break that formation at the backline. Look, the Loki's being pressured a lot. He's like, yeah, we're not going to give you a good time healing from the backlines. The Lantern's going to be expanded, but the Meteor Ramp is going to be negated. Shiptree trying to find that opening he needs to do the dance of the butterfly and just to take out people from the back. But the Psionic Seduction by Kaluch trying to silence the ultimate of the opponents. Red is going to be able to take out 3, 4 of Envy players. Make that 5, make that a team wipe. Red Esports is going to unlock that first point, Liger.
Milio with a Quadra K. Oh my goodness, right on in, taking it forward into the final section of Jalia right there. Feeling confident as Red are scouting on the Venom right now. Trust Me, making it happen. Of course, Feast of the Abyss is online. Dance of the Butterfly still online. Envy, what do they have to match? Their own Dance of themselves and a Strangling Prison and, of course, a Kraken impact. This could be exciting. I do feel as though Envy do have the resources they need, but runes going out from Loki. A fight starts up. The dance takes step. Milio taking out Nero right there, taking out the Cloak and Dagger. That's another one taking out the other. Psylocke, Sheptree falls. Rajaro picking off Kaluge right there. Radar cooking right now. Milio hitting another Quadra KO! The Psylocke, my goodness!
All gas, no brakes. Envy cannot find an answer to respond towards Rad Esports advance. And look, they're already knocking on the door of Envy's base right there. And honestly, Envy, right now, this is the last stand that they have. They gotta defend this like their life depends on it.
Oh, it does depend on it right now because you cannot let them just steamroll through.
Okay.
1 minute 15 left in the time bank for Red. Level 1 Crook taken out by Sheptree right there. Bucket trying to get the action, trying to go for the Venom. Hits the uppercut, tries to chase him, but he's out of there. He's zooming, he's booming. Gone. That's the Venom momentum right there. The movement is crazy. We do see Cloak and Dagger Total One is on the ground for Envy to be able to push into Rad's early spawn and try to shut them out, shut them down. Don't even let them get a push. 50 seconds left on the clock. KO from Rajaro. Taking out the Loki. The month is out of here.
Oh my god, a little bit of overextending. They just focus now on Loki, but right now he's just gonna come back. It's gonna be a 5v6, but now all ultimates are gonna be expanded. All the ultimates are gonna be expanded across the battlefield. The Dance of the Butterfly going to be used to kill, to clean up shop. The 2, the 3 eliminations by Rad Esports. They're gonna hunt down Envy. They're not gonna let them go back to base. Loki's gonna go home. Kalush is gonna go back to this respawn time. And it looks like it might be a 3-0 push by Rad Esports, Liger.
It might be, but Envy's got the Wolverine. They've got the window on the Captain America. Are they going to be able to touch 1.64 meters? Congestion is in effect. Trust me's on the better, trying to get the face of the abyss, crashing down on Nero right there. Dance of the butterfly by Chef Tree, taking out Melio. No chance for Melio to dance too. Rojaro cleans out the Wolverine, taking out Cal. Overtime sticking out 1.64 meters. Who's going to get a Rojaro? Trust me, fake all again, Pixie Chan. It's down and out. And they're taking Rad. Do take this first push section of Hall of Jalia. And oh my goodness, now we flip the script and see how this paces out.
Exactly, Rad Esports. Every single skill was used in succession, in perfect timing. And can I just say, beautiful, best fate of both worlds. Oh, at that very last second, level 1 Crook was just waiting for it, right? Sustain everyone, just push everyone out. And when that happened, Envy, they couldn't hold on to the spot.
They couldn't hold on, I'll tell you what. Crook put in the work. I think it's level 2 Crook now. I think we've got to level him up.
Yeah.
I think it's
level max.
let's get real out here. You know what? I will say though, the Psylocke action is beautiful to see. Dance of the Butterflies are cooking up a storm. I'll tell you that. You're going to see Sonic Seductions combining as well. That team up and is it could be in effect, of course. It is in effect. That's right. Of course, you know the Sonic team up is there as well.
Yeah.
You got the Magneto, you got the Psylocke, you got the Emma. Yeah. That's in effect. You got the Loki there to keep it happening, keep the copies going, try to make more happen. Another Sonic Seduction if you want. That's it. Yeah. If you want, copy another Eternal Bond. That's there. Nero can drop one too. Loki on Month can drop one as well, and that can be Envy's, you know, the defensive strategist lineup strategy, of course. Like but you know, it's exciting to see how it all unfolds. But Rad, Melio now, maybe tempted to go for the Phoenix pick here.
I think he can. Honestly, they are on the defense right here, so. Right now, I don't know, Envy right here, like you pointed it out, all the team-ups coming up with, right? Honestly, they're probably going to try and do a little bit of Kageno Bunshin Jutsu right there with the clones, right, appearing left and right. But honestly, Envy, they are also a very aggressive team. They also have plenty of firepower coming in, and honestly, this could, I mean, I'm just foreseeing this could be a 3-point push as well, especially if they play it right aggressively and Rad finds no answer. But for now, it seems like Rad Esports, they are holding on pretty well. A lot of them are pretty halfway down with the HP. They're still testing the grounds, but no! Naga's going to be the first person down. Shifting, they're going to make it 5v6 at the moment. Rad Esports has to hold on until Naga gets back, but look, trust me, trying to build, trying to take up space with that diving strike. It's like, yeah, we know we're down one member, but no, we're just gonna keep pushing you in. Envy though, I'm already starting to unlock the point. Like
pump action coming from Cal. Oh, taken out by that clap from the Crook. Window taking out Crook in return to get that trade, take the buddy back. You got my guy, I'm gonna get you back. That's the way it is, especially with the Frank Castle. Window taking out Melio as well. Naga forces Shepard right there. They're getting pick after pick. They're making it work. There we go. They're moving in. Envy's feeling the pressure right now. Eternal Bond is there to sustain them. Nero's there. But we're going to see the Pentagram of Ferrara. That's right, the portal front. Trust me. Keeping Rad in concession right now, but it's not going to be enough. Rad's going to retreat for now as Envy start there.
Yeah, and it seems like Envy is also doing this at a very fast pace, right? They already unlocked the first point in fairly fast manner, and they're already looking to push it forward. And with 4 ultimates in their arsenal, they could pretty much, like even Cal almost has his ultimate ready. They could pretty much respond whatever Rad throws in. But for now, Rad still has Melio. Alright, that's the Butterfly coming in, Meteor M trying to take out the Luna's. That's gonna happen! Beautiful dunk by Wendell right there. Envy, that's gonna be a 6-3-4 in retaliation. Fate is gonna go down. Rajaro is gonna go down. Melio on the Phoenix is gonna take out Nero. That's the Cloak and Dagger, but it doesn't really matter because Kalush is gonna take out that pesky Phoenix. And the march of Envy continues, Liger.
There it is. Chugging forward, the Panther is on the prowl right there, feeling confident that they're going to get that convoy moving forward. But, you know, as they scored it forward, you know, of course, you know, we got Nero's Eternal Bond online. Punisher ready as well with the execution. That's going to be crazy to see. Kalush, Sonic Seduction as well. Naga, and of course, Trust on the flank as the dives do. But they're also joined by Melio. To the high ground, we can see the diving strike from Trust right there with the Scipio slam action. Naga getting 1, Naga getting 2. That's a double for Naga. Taking the KOs. Crook gets 1, Trust Me gets 2. That's a double for Trust Me. That is 5 picks for Rad, and Month retreats for now. That is a clean fight for them. That is a clean defensive play right there. They finally do stop Envy's momentum.
Exactly. And you know what? Trust me on that Venom has been a very pivotal, plays a very pivotal role. He just constantly keeps breaking their formation, the formation of Envy, constantly just being a menace in the back lines. And look, it's paying dividends, slowing them down with the tendrils as well. And then if things go south, he just runs away. So he's building up so much space for Rad to push in. But wait, Rajaro, very close to elimination. Will he be able to use that Meteor Amp? He's going to be committing to it. And right now, who is going to dunk it at? No one is going to be caught off.
Oh, Kalush! Sonic Seduction!
Triple elimination. Window's going to follow up, taking out Trust You. Envy's going to go forward. He's going to save that Dance with the Butterfly and just try to clean up shop. The Phoenix on Melio is just in no man's land. That's going to be a team wipe by Envy right there.
Woo, my goodness, that is the power, that is the presence you want to see from a team steamrolling through Hall of Jalea right now. We're going to see Sheptree online with the Dance of the Butterfly. Windows ready with their Meteor M of themselves. What I like to call it, the Meteor sometimes. Dance of the Butterfly starts off right now. It's going to be met with the Dance of the Crazy One. That's right, the Fate of Birth World Commander is there to meet the damage output. Sheptree does get Melio, and Naga takes out Window in return. The Selects both getting picks each. Dance of the both. Lunar Snows are happening right now. We can see, of course, the action. Oh, my days. Wait a minute. Cal, on the Punisher. Take it out, Josh. Take it out, Naga. Double KO for the Punisher. The executioner putting in the work right there. And there it is, as we're going to see. Momentum forward. The zip line back to the group. Regroup, retreat. Oh, maybe Cal might be going for a little bit of a switch here. Let's have a look for a moment. Could be an option. Oh, okay. Phoenix is online.
Yeah.
Good switch.
Plenty of time on the clock for Envy as well. 3 minutes plus for Envy to just make that push towards the base of Red Esports. Red Esports, Trust! Oh no, trust me! What just happened? He dove in, but he couldn't get out, and that's it. They're going to be fighting 5v6. They're going to take this opportunity, push it forward, and Rad Esports right there. They got to be on the defensive. They cannot push forward. They honestly, at this point, they just got to be falling back, team up, and wait for Trust Me to come back to the battlefield.
That's exactly what you want to do. You want to team up, you want to combo.
No,
When you're getting the pick on Melio right there, Naga returns the favor, taking out Sheptree in return. The side v side results in a Naga victory there. But we got Envy pushing in. We got the action happening right now. Venom's climbing to the top, getting marked. Oh, getting choke slam, taken down by Amma right there. Kalush putting in the work. Cancelling the flight, as we know, Cal on the Phoenix knows the character well, knows they can reset, gets Amma back and cancelling off the flight. We learn that one here, and Song Inferno is online, but the Sonic Seduction is going off right now from Kalush right there. They are marked, but they are holding it down and pushing Rad back. We're going to see how it all unfolds as the Meteor Ramp is launched up into the sky with a crash gun, and anybody, it's blocked!
Oh my God.
The Emma!
What a beautiful play! The Emma Shield came in candy, but now, right now, Melio is gonna be help Naga get that double elimination. Naga just continue trying to be stealth, but they just know where he's at. Sheptree clearing up Naga, and Rajaro as well following suit, taking out the second duelist of Envy. And right now, it seems like Rad Esports, it seems like they are more prepared in this position to defend against Envy's onslaught advance.
That is exactly what you want to see right there.
Yeah.
There is the momentum. Okay, it looks like we're going to see, of course, the squads. That's right. It's going to be Envy moving forward, trying to make it happen, trying to make the movements go forward.
The Venom, look at him. He's just so annoying.
Trust me, it's Venom. Trust me, it's Venom. Honestly, I would trust me. I believe the Venom is there, the presence is there, the scouting potential, all the openings, they're finding it. They're giving it to Rad on a platter right there. Piece of the Abyss, crunching them down, burning their abilities. What did they burn most of all? Loki, that's right.
Yeah.
Loki already copying the Luna. Perhaps us against the world, Tournament drops out.
Meteor! Fate! How? Window! Taking out the final strategist at the backline, and now Sheptree gonna be taking out Meteor as well. The battle continues, and they are looking to push this with less than a minute on the line. Level 1 Crook with the Fatal Portal is just gonna be using it to to retreat apparently. Sheptree, Cal taking out Rad Esports 1 by 1. Cal with that double against Trust Me as well. And they are already at the doorsteps of Rad Esports. And Rad Esports, this is their last stand at this point.
Final defense. Right. 25 seconds on the clock. Red gonna hold it down and claim Jalia's victory for themselves. But what he's gonna be claimed is he double edged Song Inferno from both Melio and Cal. We do see Kalush get that pick on Rajaro, taking him out. No Meteor from Rajaro here today. We're going to see Cal take out Milio as well. Sonic Seduction from Kalush is clearing out, and it locks down by Venom. Oh my days, Trust Me taken down, and they push it through. Envy taking us to overtime.
Yeah, what did I say? What did I say?
You
We
said
were
it.
anticipating
Yep.
both these teams, full firepower going forward. I don't want to brag, but I was saying like Envy has that firepower as well. They're gonna
Oh,
bring
yeah.
it to three points as well.
There it is right there. Envy feeling confident that they kept themselves in this map here today. Now both teams going to go for another push on Jalia. The
Yeah.
question is, how is it going to unfold for them? Of course, reminding everybody, you know, there are a lot of picks and bans not available here. Of course, Envy don't have access to the Venom, the Torch, the
Yeah.
Adam, the Luna. On the side for Rad, they cannot bring out the Captain America of themselves, or the Torch, or the Loki, or even Mantis. Of course, no Mantis here today. It's a little bit of a break from the
Yeah,
the
from the-
Guardians revival
exactly.
team up. So it's a good break. No Adam either. It's cool to see. Something spicy, some variety. I do like seeing a bit of Loki. Nice to see some Bucky action. I think Naga might potentially bring out Bucky again. But I want to see Month do something spicy. I feel like Month's Loki can cook when given that room to spread their wings and see how it all unfolds. But Sheptry right now putting in the work. Honestly, I really do love the Psylocke mirror matchup between Sheptry and Naga. But, you know, Naga could obviously, as we said, bring out the Bucky instead. Maybe just a bit more impact. That Kraken impact, hopefully, is what they need to make it happen. But right now, you know, we're going to see how it all unfolds because Envy are going to be defending first. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Eyes on the clock. Only 8-second lead for Envy. 8 seconds. You know what? It could really matter.
That's true. Just moving forward as well. And I really like this Bucky pick by Naga, especially to counter Loki's clones, right? Just to reset the Kraken impact even easier, right? And right now, pushing forward, this 1 minute mark might be... it just presents fewer opportunities to push in case they fail the first and second push, right? But right now, it seems like Rad on the high grounds trying to push them away, but careful though! He's so low!
Ooh.
He's gonna get taken out by Cal! The Battle of Phoenix falls in favor of Cal, and that's gonna be a 5v6. But no, Naga's gonna take out Phoenix as well! Cal a little bit uncareful right there. Shipri just trying to move into a more favorable position. Rad right here, they're on point, and we just try not to let away. They're just trying to maintain that position, try to hold on to that ground. But Shipri, will he be able to make it work? No, that's a butterfly yet, but Naga probably needs a little bit of hook and uppercut just to try and make it happen. But Fate is gonna take out Window, and Envy already has a few players out. Oh no, the portal gonna be in play. Liger.
There it is, the portal contested at the last second before they capture it right there. We're going to see the Magneto hold it down, and right there, Nero's
Okay.
there on the Cloak and Dagger trying to make it happen. Loki goes for the copy right there. Onto Month, getting themselves, that's right, the Luna, we're dancing. The Fadeable, ball well today. Magneto Meteor, will it be able to connect? Will it be able to crash down? Window tries to go for Kraken impact, resets have begun. Will there be enough damage? Both Sonic Seductions are going up right now from Kaluja, trust me. But the Phoenix is burning as Million takes out Nero right there. Crook falls, Naga falls, Window and Kalush getting picks themselves into the Loki Rose, getting sustained there, getting healthy there, holding it down. The defense is strong. Overtime will take out Agamotto, and it's not enough as it goes.
Yeah, just when we thought that the Melio Phoenix jump was gonna make an impact, the initiation was gonna make impact, and we just came back stronger in response and just held them off, takes out, like, okay, fine, you take out our backline, we're gonna take out the rest of you guys.
Woo.
And that's exactly what happened. Envy defending it at the 97% first point.
They do. Here we go. Let's see how it turns on the Tides right now. Let's see how it all unfolds. Going
And-
into it, we
yeah.
see some different picks. Maybe the Psylocke will show up again.
Psylocke,
Bit of
yeah.
Magneto action would be
More
there
firepower?
as well. Yeah, more firepower.
More
for Del-
firepower,
No,
bring out
no,
Mantis.
No torch though.
Yeah,
Oh,
no
man-
torch,
oh,
no torch,
oh,
no
Mantis.
torch, no
Yeah,
torch. You
no,
can
no.
bring out Mantis, they can
Yeah,
bring out
that's true.
Psylocke definitely for sure.
That's true. Envy can bring out the Mantis. You
How
are
about the
right.
second duelist? Wait, Black Widow?
Oh.
Black Widow? Black Widow
Okay,
Mantis?
somebody wants to stack up the shots on Black Widow today.
gonna see
Okay,
that.
let's see how Cal performs.
Let's
Bit
go.
of Envy action right there, going for the Black Widow. Look, it could work. You know why? Mantis is an amazing, amazing hero that works very well with Black Widow.
Yeah,
If you get
damage
the timing
amp.
right, if you get the damage amp right, Black Widow can one tap almost the biggest of even Vanguards if you're lucky, you know?
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. You'll never expect it. You'll be a half HP, bulky Vanguard, and Widow just says, yeah, good night, Charlie.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, a headshot would definitely just take them out straight away, right? So this is the game plan of Envy. Apparently, that's their offensive lineup. It seems like, no, there's going to be a Storm as well. So there's only going to be one Vanguard. So Envy knows that the assignment given to them is they need to eliminate Rad Esports right there. And they're going to bring in more firepower. Let's hope it pays off for Envy.
Yeah, let's hope indeed right now as we see Majara on the front line. And a Magneto, very common Vanguard lineup, and it's very definitely a good pick right there. We're going to see how it all unfolds. Marks are being set by Media right now. We already have the high ground. Cal on the Ultron now. Okay, bit of a different strat. Triple strategist lineup from Envy. Shots being fired by Shifty right there, trying to make it happen, trying to get it damage. Looks like we're going to see Emma on the back line. Trust me, getting the sustain and the heals from the team that they require. We've got level 1 Crook and Fate pouring those heals into them right now. Both teams trying to hold it down the corner, trying to turn, trying to see the first pick is Cal. Fate taking it down.
Huge! One
Naga as
strategist
well.
down.
Sheptree cleaning house.
My god, 3 of them down, 4 of them down. Envy's gonna unlock this point. But wait, maybe they can bring in the Doctor Strange in time.
Is there a time? Is there time? Naga switches to Strange. Do you have the time to wind up the portal, Naga?
3 seconds. They have the time.
Do they have the time? The portal is gonna make it. They don't have the time. No, they don't.
No, they couldn't. And Envy's gonna win this game number 2.
Envy taking it, Nilo.
My god. Envy. The game plan worked.
It did.
Offense. That's the answer. Bring out the firepower, and that's going to be a win for Envy right there.
Envy on cloud 9 right now, feeling confident. Sheptree, double MVP on the Psylocke. I expected nothing less from that Psylocke.
Exactly. And that's a 2-0 sweep.
Another 2-0 for Envy in their books today. Their second of today. How amazing must they feel right now? And of course, sportsmanship, shaking hands, you know, for a good match. They both put on a show.
Yeah, are they really third place? Oh my God, they're playing like champions right now.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you that.
Right, exactly. Like, and the show of respect, you know, just shaking hands, like GG, well played. And of course, guys, this is not the end for either of the teams, especially Rad Esports, because there is a lower bracket. So they are going to be facing off against the winner between Gen.G and Nova Esports. What do you think? Gen.G, Nova Esports?
That's an exciting matchup I want to see. Both teams, you know, had a bit of a tough one getting 0-2 today, but you know, we always say there's momentum in a winning streak, but there's a bit of motivation in a losing streak. I'll tell you that. So who's fired up more than ever to take it, Gen.G or Nova? You know, it's going to be exciting to see how it all unfolds. Gen.G, I think they're gonna make sure they pick the right maps this time. I'll tell you that for sure.
True. They have to.
But Nova, what do you think Nova's going to pull out in this one?
Nova, I mean, if Torch isn't taken out, Bobo's definitely going to bring out Torch. Psylocke's definitely a very strong character for him as well.
Oh, yeah.
There's the occasional Jeff, situational Jeff, that he can play as well. But Taraku, but honestly, these are just some of the things that they can really play. But I feel like Nova might have a slight advantage. Hear me out.
Okay. I'm listening.
Nova might have a slight advantage because before this, Nova's weakness was the strategist lineup. Like they need a stronger strategist, and they fixed it by bringing in Ghost.
Ah, okay.
And Ghost is a really good strategist, and it feels like that fixed the problem for Nova. But as for Gen.G, honestly, they're made up of all-star teams. For those of you who don't know Gen.G, they're from the Asia region, second place.
Second.
Yeah, second place. Okay. And their team comprises of the top 2 factions in MRC, Asia. And that's why they have so many star power. And sometimes having so many star power, it might not work as how they intended it to be because everyone is just so headstrong. Sometimes that's what I think.
Look, not everyone can be the prodigy.
Not everyone can be the ace, right? This is not Blue Locks. You cannot have 11 strikers, right? You can have 6 strikers. You can have 6 duelists.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Let's leave it
Not
at
with
that.
6 duelists. You won't.
Teamwork and self-belief and running it down.
I'm not gonna believe in a team that runs 6 duelists.
Playing 6 Moon Knights now.
6 Moon Knights. Yeah, that might work. Honestly, but yeah. This is honestly, I think the factor that has is probably the team that wants it more. Let's talk about their psyche a little bit, right?
Okay, let's go.
Nova Esports, when we talk to them, what we think of them as a team, they're pretty chill. They said, "Oh yeah, we're just gonna kick ass."
Oh, okay.
Am I allowed to say that? They're just gonna kick. Yeah, and they're just pretty chill. And it's like, oh, we're a chill team. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just here to just play, right? Whereas Genji, you might not see them show that fire, but they've been dreaming of this day ever since they put together this team back in MRC season one.
So we've got a bit of like, the hero shooter genre veterans when it comes to Nova, but Genji are the young bucks on the block, they feel like
True.
they got something to prove. They came here for a reason. They came here to set their mark early in this new era of esports with Marvel Rivals.
True.
Especially here at Marvel Rivals Ignite. Look at that logo right there. It's beautiful. Look at everything Brown's doing beautiful here for the mid-season finals. It's absolutely a beautiful time to be here. I'll tell you that. But what is more beautiful than that is this gameplay. My goodness, I'm telling you, we're seeing the dance of the butterfly. The first step is beautiful. We're seeing the fate of all the worlds.
Yeah.
Every world in the world. So much action. But wondering how it's all going to unfold going into this next matchup, honestly.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought out the visuals and the gameplay because Marvel Rivals has the best costumes.
Oh.
Honestly, some of the best costumes are in Marvel Rivals, and honestly, if you guys seen the new symbiote costume from the latest battle pass,
Yeah.
it's sick.
Oh.
Yeah, the symbiote Spider-Man, symbiote Squirrel Girl.
Yes.
That's so sick. And even the Psylocke with the new costume, I'm gonna go specifically into that. We know Dogman likes that costume.
Dogman loves that one. We
He loves it so
we know
much.
Cozy loves that one too.
Cozy
The
loves that
Psylocke
one
mains
too.
of the caster team, I'll tell you that. But I'll tell you what I like. The Thing is chilling, he's having fun. Letting his rocks get some sun as well. He's having a good time. Loki's one. Absolute cinema, I'll tell you that. That one is absolutely amazing. But Thor's looking good too. Everyone's looking good. But you know what else is even looking better than that? Those new skins coming later down the line when Blade shows up. Oh
my God!
I believe there's a symbiote Iron Man. Whoa, that's lethal. I believe Phoenix Force for Widow, for Iron Fist. We already got the Moon Knight one. That was the first one. That's my boy, the Phoenix Knight. We got so many people joining the war between Phoenix and Null. So many amazing skins are on the way in the pipeline. It's absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to see them all.
True. But honestly, I'm also very excited. Like you brought out Blade. I'm super excited about Blade as well. We're probably gonna see that. I know, no spoilers, but we're probably gonna see that somewhere along the Ignite competition. Maybe.
Marvel Rose, you hooking us up? Can we see some Blade action soon?
I mean, it's out on 8th of August, so that's in between. That's in between the dates, right? So we probably might see that. No promises though. But we do know that there are a bunch of VIPs, streamers being invited to this LAN watch party. And honestly, I'm going to take some time to read out their names a little bit later when we see them on stage. But for now, we're not going to spoil. We're not going to read it out first. I mean, obviously, you know it from the poster, but we're going to introduce it when...
No spoilers.
Yeah, when they go up the stage. I think that will be
very soon.
Fair judgment.
Very soon we'll meet so many amazing people. We'll meet so many more teams to meet tomorrow as well. I cannot wait to meet all the teams. And of course, for you to see our entire cast team, we got some amazing talent here today. And of course, all the production behind the scenes, keeping the show alive. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
In the chat, W Prod, come on now.
Come on, yeah, exactly. W Prod, W Team, W Chat as well.
W Chat.
Yeah, we can't read the chat right now, but we're pretty sure that it's absolutely lit. But for now, we're gonna bring you back to the scoreboard between Envy versus Rad, because Rad was looking like they had the upper hand in the first game. And it seems like they were on the verge of coming back in game number 2. But Envy, with the help of Cal, with the help of Shibri, just look at those 23 final hits. I mean, Milio has 19, but Shibri is... that's next level. That's 36k damage with 23.
Honestly, they're both on the stairs, I'll tell you that. But Shibri got to that final step further, Massive damage, 35k. So much damage. But you know who's also up there in damage? Collusion Window. I think the Vanguard lineup is something to notice. I will say, Rajara is exciting to see. But trust me as well, joining them, I really feel like there's a note to be taken here because we've got a bit of a mirror matchup between the Vanguards. Window, Colluge, Trust Me, and Rajara, right? Rajara seems to be the more evident Magneto, having way more damage blocks, 63k, but Window seems to be getting those more pivotal picks, those final hits that you need. And MVP Sheptree also makes sense. 35k damage, 46 total KOs. My goodness, what an absolute menace on the Psylocke. All right there. Assistance, 0. Why? Because Sheptree just goes in and cleans house. Not here to share. Wants the entire silver platter to themselves.
I know. And just with the post itself, it's like, hey, it's me, Shibri. That's the MVP. Never a doubt.
I'm pointing at the MVP.
Envy me. That's what he says. Envy me.
Envy me.
No pun intended, but yeah, envy me. But
That's it.
honestly, they all played such a good game, right? Both
Oh,
teams
yeah.
played such a good game. Rad Esports, Envy, of course, coming up on top in this matchup. And we thought that they found the answer. They banned out the Venom of Window.
true.
But Window was like, yeah, you know what? I could do Magneto as well. So
Okay, okay.
no worries there, guys. And he absolutely slayed with it as well. Um, but yeah, I just feel like in this matchup, Envy they were the better team in this matchup. But right now, just bring your attention to the replay. You can see Shibdri, part of his action, part of his elimination streak journey right there. Cal as well, also taking out the opponents left and right. Everyone was just doing their job, taking out people left and right there, Liger.
Absolutely putting in the work, Millia on the side,
Oof.
putting in the
Oh,
damage,
this is
the
rad,
power, triple KO leading into many quadra KOs. I believe there was 2 in that entire series. It was exciting to see. The Dance of the Butterfly putting in the work, the Feast of the Abyss from the Venoms as well. Millia so consistent on the Psylocke. Just that one step behind Sheptree along the way, but still put in big numbers and definitely showed up here at Love Rivals Ignite. A couple of meteors did get blocked. I will say that is common when we're dealing with Emma. Emma's going to definitely be blocking all those meteors, of course.
Yes, very
But,
important.
You can't block the Dance. The Dance does take a step too further than you can possibly block with a shield. But I will say, eyes on Trust Me's Venom in the future, everybody. It puts in the work when you least expect it. It is so prevalent, so in everyone's presence right there. A lot of portals, I'll say. A lot of portals that were very desperate, but never got the value they needed. It did buy some time, but it just wasn't enough to make it happen. A lot of Sonic seductions did happen, and we did see a lot of that coming from Kalush. Big Phoenix again. Never forget the Phoenixes are out here to drop their own Inferno. That's right, the end of their song is here. But so is the Dance of the Butterfly. So much work being poured in. Sheptree, so much work being poured in. Eyes on the fact that level 1 Crook was sustaining him a lot in most of those fights. Big failure to both worlds. Nero as well, so consistent with the cloak and dagger, putting in so much when it came to that eternal bond that did absolutely set them up every time they tried to initiate. They tried to even push, of course, Envy back in, but that's how it is.
Can I just say they were so chill about it too? They were like, okay, GG. And like, oh, yep, okay, yeah. That's it, right? It's not like, oh, yeah, we can celebrate.
Yeah.
They're just so chill. They're, I
Where's the
think
energy?
but it's okay because it reflected in their play.
Of
They
course,
were
of course.
really aggressive.
Yeah.
They played such a strong game. And honestly,
Out here, chill. In
chill.
the game,
Woo!
woo, aggression.
You don't know what's going on inside their
Keep-
minds, right?
Yeah, keep your energy in game. I do respect that. You know,
Probably
put it all
exploding
out. Honestly, maybe one day we can hear some of the comms of the team, see how crazy it could be.
probably.
We love to just listen into the team comms. Maybe that's in the pipeline with a little bit of the highlight reels in the future. That'd be cool to see and cool to listen to some of that action. I believe these teams, they communicate very effectively. We've learned a little bit about these teams over the past few days. We've heard how things happen behind the scenes, and I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with this class of I would say class this year 2025 of all those competitors here in the mid-season finals for Marvel Rivals Ignite. It is exciting.
Exactly. And I'm just so happy. I think a lot of us are just really excited and happy to see Marvel Rivals Ignite happen. Because remember, during the early phases, we were like, okay, the champion MRC, the champions of MRC Asia, the champions of MRC Oceania. Sorry, not Oceania.
MRC Pacific.
Remember?
That's right.
Yeah. There was that.
That's right.
And there were a lot of people like saying, okay, well, that's done, but we're still excited to find out which region is going to be the strongest. And Ignite provided that platform for all the regions to come land into a zero ping environment where Liger loves it a lot, and in order to battle it out.
WOCE, no ping.
No
The
ping-
training
no
weights
ping
off.
issue.
I can't wait to watch them tomorrow. But not for now.
Okay.
Don't get
Alright.
ahead of ourselves
Alright.
now. Today we're here for Envy. We're here for Genji. We're here for Red. We're here for Nova. Okay. These are the
Alright.
4 teams here in the play-ins, trying to prove they deserve the spot in the top 8 of Marvel Rivals Ignite.
Yeah, exactly. And it really is no easy feat getting here, but today is honestly just very nerve-wracking because not only do they have to play for the tournament lives, they're going to be under the watchful eyes of other teams because, mind you, the team that's going to be playing against them tomorrow, the teams tomorrow, the top 6 right now, that's going to be very interesting. But for now, we are going to be going to the interview with Shibdri.
Welcome to the post-match interview. I'm Cozy, joined by Speedery, the elite duelist of Envy. We're just coming off Envy taking down Rad 2-0, and I've got to ask Peter, first of all, it's nice to finally have you for an interview. You know, I've been waiting to finally get to talk to you. And with so much talent with this team and experience, what makes this team different right now for Team Envy?
I gotta say, like, we've all, of course, competed before. We're used to the environment. We all play the game a lot, so yeah, we just work harder than the other teams.
So when it comes to your game plan, how much is it countering your opponent or just playing to Envy's identity? Do you look at a team like Rad that's so diverse in what they do in their hero pool? Does that change how y'all play or just stick to what you know?
Yeah, of course. We have to change everything for every team because every team plays, so different. And, we try to stick to our own strengths a bit, but yeah, we definitely got to change our stuff for every team.
Well, I've asked a couple players so far, but I know you've been to China a few times. How is it for the first ever history here, Marvel Rivals LAN, and as a player for yourself with your team?
It's been absolutely incredible. Like, I'm so happy to be here. So
Yeah?
yeah, I'm just happy to be here.
It's good to have you here, man. It's good to have you. Well, with it all, obviously, y'all have huge ambitions for the team, as now we have just one more match before we go into what is tomorrow in the main stage. How far can this team go, Speedery?
I think we can win it all, for sure.
That's the answer. That's the answer I want to hear, y'all. Well, we've got some awesome matchups coming in just a moment. We have Nova Esports versus Gen G. So don't turn away. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break, and thank you again for coming for the interview.
Thank you very much.